France against Argentina for the start of the knockout stages. It was a match worthy of the final itself in a clash of the former two world champions. It would definitely be one of the matches of the finals, if not the match. It was a match that had everything, capped off by a brilliant performance from the young starlet, 19-year-old Kylian Mbappe, full of pace, strength and blistering speed. France were superior to Argentina. They had outrun them and outfought them in what was an enthralling contest. For Argentina's talisman, Lionel Messi, had been able to exert any influence on the match. He had been barely touched the ball. For Messi, he had never scored in any knockout games at the World Cup. His team had arrived divided and totally in all sorts. They had seen themselves frozen up by Croatia, by Iceland, smashed by Croatia, and they'd pulled it out the bag against Nigeria. They had all issues of all kinds, like goalkeeping, and they were just in total disarray. And for France, who had just barely pulled it out, who had barely just their performances had just been passable. They were the 6 players that had been rested against Denmark all returned for this clash. Their coach, Didier Deschamps, was looking to become only the 3rd coach ever to win the World Cup as player and as manager. This feat was achieved previously by Brazilian Mario Zagallo and the German Franz Beckenbauer. They were fantastic battles laid in prospect for this match. France also, like Argentina, was struggling. They were struggling in the attacking department. Its 2 strikers had scored 2 goals, 1 goal apiece, as 3 goals, just like Argentina, was scored. France, Sampaoli, equally as unpopular at home as Deschamps. He made just a single change. He'd never kept the same formation or kept the same players in these 15-game tenor. Pavone started, as there was no Higuain and no Aguero. For the match, it started in blistering fashion. Griezmann, seeing his free kick bounce off the crossbar. Armani was motionless as everything. As France were playing on the front foot. Then Rojo was then impeded for a foul on Mbappe. He'd shown the touch, the speed, directness, the agility, the power, and as he burst through the Argentinian ranks, in the end, it was and a penalty was their undoubted award. Griezmann stepped up to score his 2nd penalty of the tournament, and France looked to be on their way. Then there was the pass of the match. It temporarily looked as if France had been awarded another penalty, as Mbappe was brought down by Tagliafico. Argentina and its multitude of fans were trying to rally behind its team. As nothing was seen of Messi, it was too easy for the France defence. Pace of France was murdering Argentina from Griezmann and Mbappe. The electric pace, the speed, the movements. Pogba was playing at his ultimate best. It was easily his best performance, driving forward, stopping Messi. There were shouts for a penalty. When Messi went down, the ref didn't flinch, and Messi himself didn't claim for any penalty himself. Then out from nowhere, Angelo Di Maria, with an unstoppable effort. It was probably the shot of the finals. There was no closing down. His left-footed effort just zooming straight into the left-hand corner, giving Lloris no chance at all. It was Argentina's first strike on goal. It was an enthralling contest now. Was in prospect. Argentina, the goal had given Argentina the confidence, and the momentum was definitely with them. But the stadium was to erupt soon, as out of nowhere Argentina had the lead. Messi's ball into the box was touched in by Mercado, who had kind of dragged his foot away, not expecting. The attempt had totally wrong-footed Lloris, as the momentum was totally with Argentina. Calamitous defending from Fazio, who had just, with a new entrant to the game, almost enabled France to score an equaliser, but Griezmann was unable to wrap his foot fully around the ball. But they didn't have to wait too long, as Pavard scored probably one of the goals of the tournament. His effort in his 9th game, scoring his first goal, showing great technique. Hit with the outside of the right boot. It just zoomed straight into the net and brought the stadium to its feet, and the French into total raptures. Unbelievably, Mbappe would pounce onto a ball to restore the French lead. His left-footed drive into the net. It could have probably, the goalkeeper perhaps should have done better. With the attempt to save the effort, Mbappe, the second most expensive player in history, was definitely on fire. Argentina responded with Aguero coming onto the field for Argentina. Then it was Mbappe again, showing tenacity, to become the first player since Pelé in 1958 to score 2 goals, ending a fantastic move from the French. Giroud playing the final ball, and with Mbappe running onto it and to side foot cleanly and low into the net. And that was it. Argentina were just completely lost it, and France were looking comfortable. The South Americans seemed to be going through the motions. An off-balance Messi then scuppered an effort after bursting into the box. The effort causing no problems to the French goalkeeper. Aguero then made sure it would be an interesting final 2 minutes. From out of nowhere, from Messi's finely flighted ball, he headed the ball. He placed the ball into the right-hand corner of Lloris's net. It got all a bit unsavoury towards the end. Otamendi kicking the ball as on Pogba on the floor. Giroud got booked, got involved, and Matuidi saw himself earlier had been out of a possible quarter-final clash as he received the second yellow card. Mascherano himself and Banega had already been yellow carded a second time, so they were out of a possible any possible quarter-final appearance. Argentina almost pulled it out the bag right at the end. The ball flashed across the goal, the deflection just going away from the post, and that was it. It was a pulsating finale to what was a game that would live long in the memory. And Argentina, Lionel Messi seems like this would probably be his last World Cup, and he will not be able to achieve the feats of Diego Maradona for France. They moved on to a quarter-final contest against Uruguay or Portugal, who had defeated him in the final at the 2006 Championships in Europe. That's it, France.